So we talked last episode about how I am riveted. I am riveted by soccer. Today, actually, I spent 15, maybe longer actually, probably 30 minutes of my life deciding what EPL team I want to follow. I still don't know. It's still very tough. There's not enough stars that I like. Am I going to root for Harry Kane? I can't. I love Mbappe, but he's on PSG. I just can't find one that I like. You got some issues with Chelsea and their age, and they're starting to be on the decline because, the whole Russian oligarch thing. Anyways, I'm in. I'm going to try to find a team. I'm going to follow said team. I might just wait in the wings for Mbappe to choose where he goes in the EPL and just follow him. Wherever he goes, I follow. Wherever Memphis Depay goes, I follow. I like these swaggy strikers, which is why I don't really like Christian Pulisic much. Anyway, Sunday's final, because it's coming out on Tuesday, between France and Argentina was like, if every game was like that, there might not be another sport on earth. They might usurp everything. If games all were like that, goodness gracious. People tell me, soccer fans tell me, this is the greatest soccer game they've ever seen. It was incredible. So much drama and star players doing star player things. Mbappe balling out, taking the team, throwing the whole entire squad on his back. Messi showing the world why he's the greatest, playing with the kids after the game. Angel Di Maria, the fading star, balling, killing, them benching my man Olivier Giroud for what reason, who knows? If you're an NBA fan, you don't even know these names, so I'm just going to keep going. It was fun, though. It was really fun. NBA fans, of course, they know what this is like, right? They know. It's Steph and Braun going at it, back and forth, Tatum and Steph, right? And I might emphasize might be able to steal a title, though, without a real superstar. But having a guy like Mbappe who can steal it in a blink of an eye, the things that he did on Sunday, I just couldn't even believe it. That's what separates, though, true contenders from pretenders, right? And the one thing that Adam Silver's trying to figure out is how to replicate some of that excitement. He's known as a huge soccer fan, right? Adam Silver. In particular, loves the EPL. And we talked about this before on the podcast, but Adam Silver is dying to add elements of European soccer into the NBA. Why? Because the NBA loves money, and nothing makes more money than a bunch of random tournaments involved in soccer. Just this past October, Silver let it known that he had actually considered relegation to eliminate tanking, which I would personally love. I don't know that it would work, but it would be funny, right? Like, could you imagine the LA Lakers being relegated? I just love that so much. I would love that so much. I would love to see G League Ignite take the Lakers' spot in the Western Conference. He's also, though, Adam Silver, is on record saying that he's very jealous of the Champions League, the European soccer tournament that pits the top finishers in respective European domestic leagues in months-long competition to see what team is best. This is what Silver said to the BBC, which is a very funny place for him to do an interview. The Champions League is a fantastic concept, one we're always looking at. There's so much that happens in European soccer that I'm jealous of. What would he be jealous of, you think, in terms of the Champions League? Probably the $1.5 billion that CBS paid to broadcast the Champions League just here in America alone, let alone the rest of the world. That's just icing on top of the other regional broadcast rights, the other rights that go for the NBA as a whole. It's just a ching, 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 ching money-making machine. It's a one-way river into Adam Silver's pocket. That's a Yellowstone quote. Silver just gave an interview in 2018 where he noted, as head of the NBA Entertainment before he became commissioner, that he intently studied the EPL's relationship with gambling companies, and this deeply informed the way that he and the league have navigated the boom in sports betting in the U.S. And not just like straight up gambling, but in licensing data and video to gambling companies. Which means what? Gambling companies are going to be the premier broadcaster of NBA games. Just wait. NBA way ahead of other leagues in relation to Silver's love of soccer, right? So the biggest change that Silver's going to make is the in-season tournament. We've talked about that before. He's been on record. It seems very destined to happen in the next year or two. And less than 3 weeks ago, it was announced that the NBA is planning the 2023-2024 regular season that includes that regular season tourney. So it's an 80-game regular season and then 2 flex games to fill the gaps for the tournament winners. I'm confused. Silver said, "It's something I remain excited about. It will create more meaningful games of consequence, during an otherwise long regular season, and I think fans might enjoy something else significant to play for." As an aside, all NBA teams had to give the NBA front office their available home dates for next year, so the schedule is already being worked out right now as we speak. Those home dates include, okay, what day is Lady Gaga coming to perform at the Moda Center? What day is Sting coming to the Madison Square Garden? What openings do you guys have? And the latest on the in-season tournament is that first-round play will begin early in the season with the final 8 facing off in a quarterfinal in December, which would be right now. No prizes yet determined, but the idea of an extra first-round pick has been floated out to the winner, which would be amazing. Could you imagine? Could you imagine a team that has no, back to the Lakers, a team that has no first-round picks could kind of need a first-round pick. Don't know what to think about the in-season tournament because I don't know if people are going to care. I don't know if the money of it and the pageantry of it is going to get fans to really be excited. But, the NBA is a marketing machine. They'll find a way to hype it up. They'll find ways to get First Take to talk about it. They'll find ways to get Adam Silver to make it feel like an event. But Adam Silver's love of soccer will continue to impact the NBA. And the World Cup, I think, just underscored how much these two sports could possibly, maybe have in common. Look out for a Champions League type situation as well. That could be something on the forefront also.